Hello, welcome to Apocalypse Athlete. This is my current diet. Everything you'll be seeing here is from the last month or two. Haven't been able to take pictures of every single meal I've eaten, but this is the gist of it. I won't be showing just the healthy meals that I have, I'll be showing everything, trying to be as transparent as possible. So, first, I'm starting out with my snacks. You'll be able to see that I have a lot higher fat content in my snacks, and I choose higher fat over carbs just because I like the way I feel after. I don't feel like a complete piece of shit moving around. Most generally, after any snacks that I have, like cheese, a little bit of butter, leftover burgers or something, I don't feel completely horrible after, and usually I'll be able to get a decent amount of protein in at the same time. Also, I'm from Vermont. I like cheese. It's in my blood. Most generally, I try to stick around 300 to 400 calories per snack, and I only usually snack if I miss a meal. I don't usually eat 3 meals a day plus snacks. Usually it's one or the other kind of thing. Also, for each snack, I try to get at least 15 to 30 grams of protein. As for my main meals, I like to have something that can be cooked in bulk, such as like chicken, other kind of meats, chilies, a shit ton of eggs and sausage, and then I can mix it with another carb, or just another fat, or just eat it just as is, and have leftovers for the next day or the next few days. For each of my main meals, I try to get at least 40 to 60 grams of protein per meal. With my main meals, I will generally have more carbohydrates. I still stick to having a decent amount of healthier fats. Most generally, if I am going to have a higher carb content, I will have it in the form of rice, maybe pasta sometimes, but I've been seeing that pasta's been upsetting my stomach the more that I have it, so rice has been the big one for me lately. If I have condiments, usually I try to stick to something with less calories, hot sauces, salsas, stuff like that. If I do have anything that I need a little bit more sweets in it, I'll have honey or hot sauce with a little bit of maple syrup in there. Or if I really got to go all out, I'll just have a bit of hot sauce and barbecue sauce mixed together. Pretty good. As I said before, I do like to have my foods cooked in bulk so I can have leftovers for at least 1 or 2 days after. And whenever I do meal prep, it's usually like that. I'll just have it cooked in bulk. For lunches at work lately, my biggest thing has been cottage cheeses or tubs of yogurt. Very low in calories, high in protein, and doesn't make me feel lethargic at work especially, and it helps a lot afterwards when I gotta work out. Another thing that I'll do for my meal preps, if I do cook a lot of meat in bulk, I'll save cooking the carbs for the day of. Just make about 2 to 3 meals worth of rice or whatever carb I want for the day, or fat, and then just mix it with the leftover meat that I have, whether it's turkey burger, chicken, sausage, whatever, basically. About a month ago, I was getting pretty big into hard-boiled eggs at work, but I've noticed that having about a dozen of those in the truck for 10 to 12 hours gives it a really, really bad smell. One thing that I used to do a lot of, which I might get back into just for the ease of it, is shakes. And I guess you could consider it meal prep, considering I'd be making it the day before or a couple days before. But usually I'll have some kind of protein powder mixed with usually 0% milk and maybe something as a sweetener such as some kind of berry. I'll stick to those being a little bit higher protein content compared to calories, but I usually save that for cutting, considering shakes are a little bit more expensive. One thing I would like to note is that so far I've been going off of how my stomach feels, and the best foods for at least my stomach have been turkey burger, eggs, and chicken. So far, if I want to make anything taste better, um, cheese has so far been the best for me as far as not messing up my stomach right after or even the next day after. I usually feel fine. On top of that, say what you want about this, but I do love liver. Liver is really good. Um, I'll usually have a couple ounces at a time every few days, and usually I feel really good after. All that being said, I do have my fair share of takeout. It's just what it is. It's normal. Everybody does it. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'll eat pizza every now and then, usually about once a week. Sometimes there's just not enough time to cook, or somebody's forgotten, or it's just been a long ass day, and it's easier to pick up 2 or 3 burgers from the gas station. It is what it is. Most generally throughout the day, I aim for 2,500 to 3,000 calories each day. That is my maintenance right now. I'm not necessarily cutting or bulking. Right now, that's just kind of my feel-good area as far as calories go. I'm getting at least 200 grams of protein each day, unless I fast. That's usually just when I'm sick. Other than that, I try to get at least a gallon of water in a day. Now that it's winter, I don't really get as thirsty, but still try to get it in when I can. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Like and subscribe. Do your thing. Thank you. Good night.